April 10th through the 14th, members of the Ultimate Black Belt Test and the 100 will be traveling to Greensboro, Alabama. Now we fly into Birmingham, Alabama, and then we drive over to Greensboro, which is the catfish capital of Alabama. And we will be working with Hero Housing. You can see their URL here on the screen. And this is our 9th year. We'll be raising money for, or we are raising money right now for, and then going to build a home for someone in need. Now we've renovated historic school projects. We've worked on campuses. We've done house builds for people who didn't have houses or had them lost in a fire. So what you can do to help this project is to do crowdfunding, to learn about crowdfunding, to go to your students and tell them a story that compels them to stick in just a little bit. And as for the number of people, we end up raising enough money to buy materials, because all the money goes to materials, and then we come and provide the labor, and we do as much as we can in 3 days, and then they finish up what we can't finish. This year, we're building a house that we started to build or raise money for a couple years ago for a woman named Miss Georgia. Miss Georgia has a great story. I'll follow up this with some more information about her. We're going to help build her a safe, comfortable, dry home. This woman really needs it, and we've got money we've already raised in the past. Now we just have to cap it off and go get this project started and completed. For those of you getting ready for Alabama, you can reach me at the number on the screen, and then I want you to tune in to Hero Housing and find out about that organization, because you're going to need the tools to explain, hey, and this is what really is happening in Alabama, is that I advocate a kind of martial arts instruction, leadership training, where we take the martial arts off the mat and put it to work in the world, called project-based leadership training. That you teach leadership the act of engaging in projects. Projects of the student's choosing. Projects where the student takes their martial arts, what they practice on the mat, the courtesy, the respect, the focus, the concentration, the self-discipline, the goal setting, and they apply it to something outside of the dojo that has nothing to do with kicking, punching, or choking anybody else, but that they do things that they're interested in and they attribute it back to their training, that they have to apply the skills. And the instructor who uses project-based leadership training can say, see, here's the evidence of what I really do. Looks like I do this, right? It looks like I'm teaching people to hit, choke, and wrestle each other to submission. What I really do is I use this classroom as a way to encourage and cultivate attitudes and skills and beliefs that my students can then take and apply to things in the world that matter. And Alabama matters because it's a chance for me to say, here's how it's done. Here's one way that you, as a martial arts teacher, as a school owner, as an instructor, can work in your community. We had to pick some place to talk about it. We had to have a meeting somewhere. So the best meeting is not to go to Vegas, is not to go to Florida and sit in a conference room. Let's go out and do a project. And in the process of doing that project, collecting the money, learning about crowdfunding, organizing the travel, coming and doing the work and seeing how we've coordinated it all, you go back to your school with a better belief system about what you're capable of. Now, so far for Alabama, we've raised hundreds of thousands of dollars over the last 9 years and donated thousands and thousands and thousands of man hours. 10,000 at last call. So join us for this year's Alabama Build-A-Vention, where we go and build a home for someone in need. We learn about project-based leadership training, and at the same time, you get to train with some of the best martial artists in the United States. We have all kinds of talks on ethics and leadership and curriculum design and all sorts of things that should be of great interest if you're a martial arts professional.